That's the old part of a stove I used to put my cook stove on. Worked really good. Good morning, day 7. Just after 5:30. Early start. I got my coffee cold soaking. Gotta get to 7.1 miles to the Barnes camp and hiker parking lot. Looks like the base of a ski area. Where I believe his name is John from the farm store back in Johnson. Said to give him a call. He'll check the P.O. box, which didn't get checked yesterday, or last night anyhow, to see for my wallet. And if it's here, he'll bring it to me. We got a bit of a climb here. There's actually somebody in the shelter. As I was trying to film, I was going to say something, and all I could say is, good morning. There's a lady. I'm assuming never heard her at all, which is nice. So off we go. Oh, a little bit of a breather. Yeah, I didn't hear that lady come in last night at all. Glad she didn't go to the privy at the same time I did. That's the first one I've seen with no door. It faces directly into the woods, about 4 feet in front of you. And right in front of that are 2 recent blowdowns. I'm assuming it was once known as a privy with a view, because it looks like you can see some mountains in the background. But like at this shelter, for some reason, you always got the extreme. I'm sure the environmentalists don't want you to cut any trees, even though, you know what I mean, they do it all the time for roadside lookouts and stuff. It's not ruining the whole environment just to cut a few little saplings out of the way. So that's just my opinion. Sun's starting to make its way up back there. Bit of a hazy view. Chance of storms today. It's going to be a hot one. That's the beast. I'm going to assume that's Mansfield. Highest peak in Vermont. In which case I'll be hitting that at some point in time. Yeek. Some nice boardwalks. A board just laying there. I'm doing the walking. Madonna Peak, 0.8. I think that's the highest I'm going to do so far. I'm not sure if the Vermont 108 is where I'm going. I'll have to look at my app. Whoa. Finally getting some views. It's a big city. Hey. I'm assuming I go that way. Hazy view. Here we go. I think I'm going up there, which is not too bad. If it's just straight all the way, I'll take this. It's steep, but there's not a lot of rocks. We'll see. Keep checking for blazes, check my app. It's a long way. I wish I could turn that tap on, take a shower. Ooh. I made it to the ski lift. That must be the viewing platform. What the hell, I'll go up there. Get this shed up here. Thought it was a privy. It's actually an emergency shelter. Look, it's even got a garage door, like for high winds, I guess, but you can tell the Mises have been in here. Well, this is a blaze for going down. I ain't seen many going up. Inside. Man, I should have made it here last night. Stop. You could stay right here. There you go. Happy skiing. Here, I can have my coffee and some breakfast with a view. Man, I'm heading in that direction. Something tells me. But I definitely don't want to stay out here too long. It's chilly. Okay, I guess it's Madonna Mountain. I think I'm heading to Sterling Mountain next because there was a shelter there. And I may be dropping down to that parking lot. Now, you can call me Drifter, but I go by the name Popeye. And I'm assuming that's some funky left turn blaze right there. I checked my app though. Man, if all downhills were this sweet. Look at that mountain. Let me find out. I don't know if that's Killington. Could be, I don't know. I don't know. I just know the Massachusetts border is my ending point. If I get there in one trip or not, we'll see about that. If not, I'll come back after doing my Canadian hike and hit this in the fall, which might not be bad. Bugs will be down, a little cooler weather, drier, we hope. Maybe I can take my dog with me. Dag. I put in the hard work, so you get the beautiful views. That's right. If only I could be sponsored by, like, Gatorade for old farts. With the extra prune juice. Beautiful. Stunning. That's for all my friends and family members who can't do this stuff. I'm taking you where you might not ever get to. Ooh, look at that. This would be a nice slope to ski down. Maybe I should come in the winter. Well, it was nice while it lasted. Drops you in right there. Nice drop. I thought I was going to make it down by 9:30. I really don't think so. Now if I still have 5 miles to go. Ooh, that's steep. So, that nice young man in that picture who was so kind enough to let me take a picture of him, goes by a trail name Apothecary. So I asked him if he had any potions or anything I could take with me. He chuckled. He said he no longer lives in New Hampshire, but he was from North Ware, because I used to live there. So it's kind of unique. And I had to take a picture because I said, dude, you got the kilt. It is not a wool kilt. It's something he apparently threw together last minute. Looks fleece, which would keep you warm, I think. Obviously wool would work better. But there you go. He is what you would call a shelter rat. That is someone who has left a tent behind, and he did to shave weight. I didn't ask him what size tent. To stay in the shelters. And apparently that lady I saw this morning, she was with a boyfriend or a husband. He must have been on the other side, because he didn't poke up when I went by. So they're going no-bow. And everybody I talked to is telling me how cruisy the trail is going to be coming up for the rest of the way. Which is nice. I mean, I'd like to finish before my Canadian hike at the end of August, but I don't have to. That's the beauty of it. I can come back in the fall, which would be nice. So we're still pushing to get to the parking lot. So Apothecary told me through the grapevine or through Far Out app, and I had gone past it at the top of the mountain, back there where the ski lodge was. There were sightings of a mama bear and 2 cubs, but it appeared that they were territorial. So he had said I was in the clear. Not really too worried about them. Anywho, Sterling Pond Shelter. Not bad. That's cool. Like there's a tent platform there. It's obviously a day hiker carrying that stuff. Instead of water that way. Water down there. I'm assuming I'm going this way. Yeah. Taft Lodge, 6 miles. Look at that. Bench with a view. Nice. Oh, this is real nice. Dang. Pull that table off because this is a tent platform. You got your own bear box. Nice. They even get tie downs. Nice. Tents like mine. For a freestanding tent, you really don't need to stake it. For mine, you need to have some anchor points. Well, that's really nice. That was another 3.3, I think, the other night. But in hindsight, I should really check my app better. I would have stayed at that lodge. How nice would that have been to be up on top of that mountain for sunset and sunrise? So, I'm going to see if I can pull that off one of these days. We're stepping out. I think that's a Taft Lodge over there. I should get a picture of me in one of these chairs. Right there. Top of the notch. Good day to you. It may offer another place for people to sleep. Look at that weight. Holding that puppy down. Tightening that cable. So we're going this way. I could go up there and get a view. I wonder if they would mind that. Nope, they mind. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. I ain't gonna be that hiker. Plenty of those on trail. Do whatever they want. I've seen it. So I'm going this way. Now, this is an emergency life situation. I could build myself a shelter. There, I did some trail maintenance. Nice. Sterling Pond. Nice. If I wasn't in a hurry, I'd go swimming. Oh, thanks for the warning. 3.5 miles. I still got a ways to go, unfortunately. Now you do the math in your head. It's 8:30. I said 9:30. 3.5 to go. Average pace of 2 miles an hour. Do the math. So, unfortunately, I haven't hit a lot of, I'm hoping to find just downhill. Nice cruisy trail, so I can make up some time. Oh well, I can still call them. I know I'm not making time here, but there's a view. That freaking rock cliff. You're welcome. At the top of a ski lift, and there's a nice gentleman up there. And I'm looking at my app because I can't see where to go. And as usual, you know, I just checked the app and I am off trail. So I gotta get back on trail here somewhere. Back to the app. This is the part that really stinks. This is one of those embrace the suck moments. I think back at that intersection. See, they have the signs, and the signs say Long Trail North with an arrow. But I didn't see any Long Trail South. And I think I was supposed to take a right. So I did all this for nothing. Meanwhile, I'm trying to get to the bottom by 9:30. So you see where that adds a little bit of stress. But all you can do is backtrack and go. This is the worst I've been off. I must be having a senior moment because I saw this sign, but apparently I didn't see the south part. Guy was nice though, and he goes, hey, if you go up this access road, there's a nice view, but you've probably seen enough views. And I'm like, I don't want extra miles unless I have to. Or if there's a really quick view. I just don't like adding miles for the sake of adding miles, which apparently I do. We continue south. Look at that. That's definitely gotta be Mansfield. Steam coming off of there, man, that's an intimidating mountain to look at. Knowing somewhere I'm going up it. I'm not sure. I don't think it's today. I sure hope not, or I'm going to be staying the night up there. Alright, started at 5:30. It's 10:17. I am 45 minutes off schedule. But there's no food here. I'm going to see if I can get the guy to take some of my money out of my wallet to get a soda. Stay tuned. So made it to Barnes Camp. I guess this is a historic camp for trail builders. She says she has bottled water in there she can give me, but looks like toilets. They don't sell food there. I'm gonna park my butt over here. I'm at Stowe Mountain. She doesn't think they sell food over there. So I'm gonna see if I can get the guy from the store to take some money out of my wallet and purchase some Cokes and maybe a Snickers bar. I have a feeling if he does it, he'll probably do it without charging me. Look at that, man. I could take the frickin' gondola. Cut off a few miles. Ah, here we go. Up the big climb. Lots of places to camp. Come to find out, my wallet has been shipped with my resupply to Jonesville. And the guy from the store was chuckling about that after I told him, because I still show something is not being delivered till today, and we have no idea what that. He's going to keep an eye out for that. But he says, you know, just watch out for the Jonesville post office. It's a small one. Got to be wary of hours. So that could be another factor. Boy, it's nice, but I got to be honest. It looks like a lot of work to get up there today. Yikes. Refreshing. Oh my gosh. That's straight up. Onward as we try to make it to the top of Mansfield. I made it to Taft Lodge. No tent camping. Gotta stay in the shelter. Wash pit. It's like four-sided lodge. Maybe take a break. Water supply. Snowshoes in the lodge. Lots of nose. Nice. A little bit of a view. Nicey nice. Big old table. Take a quick break. keep on going. Some nice views. This is straight up. Trekking poles are put aside, stored. Everything's going to be secured. Get up there. Another straight up. Looking like the peak. Speaking of peak, look at that. Well, the breeze is nice. I hear there's some sketchy ladders go down with big packs, so let's see if we can make some miles on this ridge and maybe get to the tent platform instead. Either way, now that I'm up, that was sketchy hard. My pack rode off the mountain and got caught by some trees, and then my bottle started going away and I had to jump down and grab them. I was off trail. Thanks for the nice blazes. In one of the worst places you could not have blazes. The West Chin Natural Area. From there, it's like I'm going down from one of the ropes. Parking lot there. Toilets I can use. Man, maybe there'll be some trail mat. I don't want to climb that if I don't have to. Sketchy. Having my pack almost fall off the mountain. Right at the top almost. So, let's see it pushing. Yeesh. If I fall here, you ain't gonna see me. With rock. Made it. Well, all set up at the tent platform. Got my dinner cooking. It was a little bit of a walk to go get water. I wish I got it beforehand, but it's about the best I get this thing set up, especially on a tent platform. So I didn't quite make it to Puffer. That was another, I think, 5 miles. I passed the other one. I didn't want to go downhill to that. There's a bunch of sites pretty over there. There's a bunch of other tent platforms out here. So this is nice. So far I get it all to myself. Eat my dinner. Probably have a good night's sleep tonight. And see how many miles I got to get. I got 2 days to get to Route 2, Jonesville, for my resupply and wallet. And I may do a bounce box and send some of the food I still have in here with the next supply. I'm not going to take an extra day's worth of food. I'll just take some emergency stuff. There's no reason to carry that weight. So my food is steaming in that underneath my wrap there. The bugs are starting to come out. As soon as I eat, I'm going in my tent. My bear hang is like way over there. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. See it dangling in the breeze. So I think we'll be all. So that was a long day. Went into Smuggler's Notch. I thought I had 30 more miles to go to get to Smuggler's. I got in there and he's like, no, you're in Smuggler's Notch. I'm like, what? So then I went up over Mansfield, and that was, oh my gosh, I'm beat. Almost lost my pack on the back of Mansfield. Rolled down, almost went off the mountain. Thankfully the tree got it. So I still have everything. And the guy who was trying to help me with my wallet, now that that's kind of resolved, he did say in Jonesville there's the river right there, and there's a lot of places you can camp on the sand. And if I get there early, like tomorrow instead of Saturday, I might just do that and just go for a swim, because I'm stinky. So good night everybody. And hey Madison, check this out, Madison. Look where I'm staying, in my crazy tent. Have a good night, Madison. Love you.